Great architectural projects sometimes become disasters when mistakes, carelessness, or arrogance turn bold visions into financial catastrophes. Today we're exploring 5 of the costliest construction failures ever recorded, where poor decisions resulted in billion-dollar debacles. Subscribe to the Record Vault to discover more incredible stories of ambition, disaster, and the expensive lessons learned from history's biggest blunders. Starting at number 5, the Leaning Tower of Pisa's foundation. Mistake. What began in 1173 as a bold bell tower for Pisa Cathedral turned into a 199-year construction saga plagued by a crucial soil analysis error that nearly led to complete collapse. The builders failed to account for the soft clay, fine sand, and shells that made up the ground layers, laying only a 3-meter foundation for a structure that would eventually weigh 14,500 tons, causing the tower to begin tilting during construction of the 3rd floor as the ground beneath settled unevenly. Construction halted for about a century due to wars, accidentally allowing the soil to compact and preventing immediate collapse. But when work resumed, architects attempted to correct the problem by building upper floors with uneven heights, creating the tower's distinctive curved shape that only partially fixed the tilt. The lean continued to worsen over the centuries, reaching a dangerous 5.5-degree angle by 1990, when officials closed it to the public, requiring a massive 11-year stabilization project, costing over $200 million using soil extraction, counterweights, and steel anchors to reduce the tilt to a safer 3.97 degrees, turning what should have been a simple bell tower into one of history's most expensive structural repairs, while ironically becoming Italy's most famous landmark precisely because of the flaw that nearly destroyed it. Moving to number 4. The Millennium Dome disaster. Built to celebrate the year 2000, this massive London structure became Britain's most infamous financial failure, costing taxpayers over $789 million while attracting only half its expected 12 million visitors and requiring government bailouts to prevent total financial collapse. The dome itself, an impressive engineering achievement spanning 365 meters with a Teflon-coated fabric roof supported by yellow steel masts, was structurally sound. But planners drastically underestimated costs, while overestimating public interest in exhibitions that critics unanimously dismissed as disappointing and poorly designed. The project suffered from expanding scope, government interference, constant budget changes, and marketing failures, with the content inside the impressive building failing to justify the massive cost, leaving officials desperately searching for a use for a huge facility that visitors ignored. After closing in 2000, the structure sat mostly empty for years until private investors finally transformed it into the O2 Arena entertainment venue in 2007, eventually making money and hosting millions of visitors, proving that the original structure wasn't fundamentally flawed, but rather the execution and content strategy was a spectacular planning failure that wasted nearly £1 billion before anyone figured out the building's proper purpose. Continuing to number 3, the Vasa warship design failure. In 1628, Sweden's most powerful warship sank in Stockholm harbor on its maiden voyage after sailing barely 1/300 meters, capsizing in light winds while crowds watched in horror, representing both a military catastrophe and a construction failure caused by fundamental design calculation errors. King Gustav II, Adolf demanded a longer ship with 2 gun decks instead of the originally planned single deck, but nobody recalculated the center of gravity or performed proper stability tests, creating a top-heavy vessel with insufficient ballast that was essentially doomed from the start. The ship's designer died during construction, and his successors either didn't recognize the fatal engineering flaw or felt powerless to contradict royal orders. While a basic stability test conducted before launch, where 30 men ran back and forth across the deck creating alarming swaying, was stopped after only 3 runs because it threatened to capsize the ship even while docked. The disaster killed approximately 30 people and cost Sweden significant resources and prestige during the 30 Years' War, when naval power determined national survival, representing a catastrophic waste of resources equivalent to hundreds of millions in today's currency. Though the ship's preservation intrusion in cold Baltic waters allowed its recovery in 1961 and restoration, turning Sweden's greatest naval embarrassment into one of the world's most visited maritime museums, where the Vasa serves as a permanent reminder that ignoring engineering principles for political priorities leads to disaster. Climbing to number 2, the Boston Big Dig budget disaster. Planned as a $2.6 billion project to replace an elevated highway with underground tunnels, this infrastructure giant ultimately cost over $24 billion when completed in 2007, making it America's most expensive highway project while plagued by leaks, falling ceiling panels, criminal prosecutions, and a death caused by construction defects. The project's scope constantly expanded beyond original plans, facing unexpected underground challenges, including Boston's soft waterfront soil, requiring extensive foundation work, conflicts with existing infrastructure, including subway lines and utility pipes, and political pressures that increased costs while extending timelines from an estimated 10 years to 16 years of active construction. Quality control failures produced thousands of leaks in the underground tunnels, substandard concrete requiring replacement, and tragically, the 2006 collapse of concrete ceiling panels in the I-90 connector tunnel that killed motorist Milena Del Valle, leading to criminal charges against contractors and revealing widespread inspection failures. Despite delivering substantial benefits including removing the elevated highway that divided downtown Boston, creating valuable development land, and improving traffic flow, the project's cost overruns, construction defects, and schedule delays became a cautionary tale about infrastructure mega-projects where initial budgets bear little resemblance to final costs, showing how complex urban construction projects spiral out of control when optimism, political pressure, and inadequate planning meet engineering reality. Taking the top spot at number 1, the Olkiluoto 3. Nuclear reactor delays. Finland's ambitious nuclear power plant project, contracted in 2005, with a fixed price of $3 billion and expected completion in 2009, became history's most delayed major nuclear construction, finally achieving full operation in 2023 after 18 years, and estimated total costs exceeding $11 billion. The European pressurized reactor design, intended to showcase advanced nuclear safety, faced mounting problems including design changes mandated by regulators, faulty welding requiring repairs, concrete foundation defects, and automation system software failures that revealed fundamental coordination problems between French designers, German manufacturers, and Finnish regulators. The contractor consortium of Arriva and Siemens lost billions on the fixed-price contract, eventually leading to Arriva's bankruptcy and restructuring, while the prolonged delays hurt Finland's energy security as the plant remained offline during periods of energy crisis and rising electricity prices. The project became a symbol of nuclear industry challenges in delivering large-scale plants on time and budget, with similar EPR designs in France and China experiencing comparable delays and cost explosions, showing that cutting-edge reactor technology, combined with stringent post-Fukushima safety requirements and complex international partnerships, creates conditions where even advanced engineering organizations struggle to deliver, making this the costliest construction failure in terms of percentage overruns and missed opportunities, while raising fundamental questions about whether current nuclear construction approaches remain economically viable, despite climate change making carbon-free electricity generation increasingly essential. These massive failures show that even the most ambitious engineering projects can fall victim to human error, political pressure, and poor planning, often costing billions more than expected. Understanding these mistakes helps future engineers and planners avoid repeating history's most expensive lessons. Which construction disaster surprises you most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the Record Vault for more fascinating explorations of engineering triumphs and failures.